Okay, welcome. So today I'm going to be talking about Spiritual Development 101 and in particular about judging other people who are not spiritual. So, enjoy. Okay, so I am just reflecting at the moment about starting a new online course, and I'm going to be teaching about spiritual development. And as I was reflecting about this, I was just thinking, what to put into the course. And today was just reflecting on this, and my wife calls this spiritual hubris. This thing that when we start on a spiritual journey, so be that meditation, we start to follow Sufi, Buddhism, Christianity, we can get very inspired, which is wonderful, and yet we can think that we're better than others. Either those people who don't do any spiritual practice, or those people on a different path. And what I found is, I can remember reflecting on this when I lived in a Buddhist monastery, is that they're different vessels. Everyone is on a different vessel. And Christianity, Buddhism, Islam are different vessels, essentially taking us to the same destination. It's just a different path. And the boat looks different, but essentially the job is the same. It is to carry us on our journey and to take us there. And I think it's really important as we develop spiritually is to notice that we've learned to basically judge people. We judged people who were different than us as there being something wrong with them, and this can come across as well when we start to on the spiritual journey as well, is we start to judge others. And my wife talks about this, that sometimes when we are starting on this spiritual journey, maybe we've been doing it a few months, a few weeks, a few years, and we see our friends, for example, who still drink alcohol, or they still take drugs, and they still, they swear, and we're like, it makes us annoyed. And we think that we're better than them. And we might talk about them behind their backs. And yet, really, how do we know that we are better than them? That is the question. There's no necessary answer. But the reality is that we are all spiritual beings having a physical experience. As Piers said, we're not physical beings having a spiritual experience. We're spiritual beings having a physical experience. So your friend who drinks, who takes drugs, that may be their way of getting on their path. We don't know. Unless we're... So what I'm trying to get across is this thing about judging others. It can come across as arrogance. And this is something, as we go on the spiritual journey, we're learning to let go of being arrogant, letting go of conceit, to become humble. To say, I don't know everything. As soon as, sometimes when we start on this spiritual journey, we can think we know everything. That we're better than others. And we're telling others what to do with their life. It's like, personally, unless someone asks me for advice in my my day-to-day interactions with people, I won't give advice to people. It has to come from them. In the Buddhist monastery, they would not offer teachings unless someone came specifically to ask, I would like your help. And this is what I do in my coaching work, is people come to me and they say, I need your help. And they're at that point that there's this phrase, this saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And you're ready to do the work. And it's like you're listening to this. You're ready to do the work. You're listening to this. So I probably shared a few reflections in there, but the main one is just about judgment, about judging others. That, just be aware. When you start to judge others, you think you're better than them, just do the mindfulness reflection, breathing in, I'm judging others, breathing out, I'm noticing this, breathing in, noticing that I'm judging others, breathing out, I'm taking good care of this feeling. So I just acknowledge this is what I feel. So, thank you very much for your reflection, and please do comment below if you have any questions or comments or anything you'd like me answering about spiritual development. And yeah, many blessings to you, and have a wonderful few days, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.